Hi guys, a few days ago I put a little video about the tune Take the A Train. Today what I'd like to do is just pass along some really basic ideas for beginners on how you can start to improvise over the chord changes of the tune. It's kind of like homeschooling here, it's a little awkward. I'm going to try to shift the camera so you can see what I wrote here. The basic idea is for each chord that's in Take the A Train, we're going to play only one note out of that chord. It's going to be the third of the chord. You know, every chord has a root, a third, and a fifth. We're going to concentrate on the sweet note, which is the third of each chord. So this is just a little chart. Basically, these small items in the lower end of each line, I put the chord changes, which you really don't need right now. We're not working on that. The larger letters, let me show you what I'm talking about. The large letters, like this E, and then F sharp. Then for the next line of the tune, this large F is going to be the third we're going to play. Then we're going to move to a B note. I'm going to show you where these notes are. And then an E. This is optional here because it's a very quick change, going from D minor 7 to G7. You could do FB or you could just lay out for a measure. I would probably recommend laying out for a measure as we begin. When we get to the B section, the second part of the tune, we're going to play a strong A note, which is the third of that chord there. That's going to be for the whole four measures as we start the B section, or the middle section, I should say. And then the last line of the tune, we're going to play an F sharp note for two measures, followed by F, and then B. Again, we're just playing the third of each chord. So I'm going to demonstrate that in a minute. But basically, years ago I studied for a while with this guy named Alex Adrian. He was in Forest Hills in Queens, very good guitar teacher. He had taught at Berkeley School of Music in the Boston area. And his theory was that it almost doesn't matter what you play when you're improvising, as long as you do it with conviction and you have strong rhythms. So he felt if you have a strong enough rhythm, you can almost play any note. But we're going to start with a nice sounding note for each chord. Again, the third. We're going to try to vary the rhythms, maybe do some half notes, maybe some eighth notes, maybe some quarter notes, maybe some triplets. But basically, we're going to try to concentrate on each third as we go. So I have a little backup here. Let's try to see what happens. Okay, before we do that, let me show you where the notes are in case you don't know. We're going to be playing up in the fifth position. So my finger one is near the fifth fret. And as we begin, this is going to be my E, second string. When we get to that third measure of the tune, where you hear the chord change, we're going to be playing F sharp, 2 frets higher on that same second string. As we get to the next chord, lower it down to F. And then the next measure, we're going to jump to the first string 7th fret for B. And now back second string 5th fret for E. Okay? So again, the A section, we're going to do E. We're going to be followed by F sharp. Going to drop down when the change happens for F. First string for B, back to E. Let's just tackle that for now, see how it goes. All right.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here we go. Okay, now he's on to the B section. He's not going to wait for us, so we're going to stop him. So basically, if you try to just play those notes, accentuating those thirds, here's going to be some fill-in notes, so it doesn't get too simplistic or too monotonous. The fill-in notes are going to come from something you probably know very well, I'm guessing, is the C major pentatonic scale. So again, we're in fifth position, first finger's by the fifth fret. Let me show you the note there. And it's, just think of this much of it. It's the pentatonic box, C major pentatonic. Most of the tune is in C, not all of it, but this is a good bass to work from.